Hey everybody, I'm back. So, there's a few more things to do. Here's this guy. A Vivacia demon resembling a spike-covered centaur stands on the roof like an especially ugly gargoyle. So that or send another assassin. Well, come closer, you fool. Let me see who I'll be having for dinner tonight. Yesterday there were two, and I crushed them into a single ball of meat. So I'm not the first person Morvet hired. If I kept the skulls of every one of you, I would have built myself a magnificent palace out of them long ago. I picked that Morvet in the brothel once. She seemed sturdier than the others, but I didn't realize my strength could drive even a succubus insane. The wench decided we were meant for each other. Of course I laughed off that nonsense, but she scraped together some money and now sends assassins after me in revenge. She knows how much it annoys me. You gullible morons are always interrupting my day, but your bones crunch nicely as I chew, it must be said. You look smarter than the others, though. Would you like to make a deal? I don't know how much more of it promised you, but I'll double it. It'll be easy money. You don't even need to kill more of it, and that's impossible inside the brothel anyway. Just give her my enchanted ring. As soon as she takes it, she'll be teleported here, and we'll have a little heart-to-heart. The cunning wench went to such efforts to spend more time. One more minute with me, so this will make her dream come true. Deal. Fine, then we have a deal. After you give her the ring, return here for your reward. We'll wait for you here, Morvet and I. Or rather, what remains of her. Not much of a walk, at least. You're back. I knew you'd return to me. So Xerix is dead. Please tell me you have his ring so I can stop living in fear. You no longer need to be afraid. Xerix is dead.
Beautiful.
Giving him your ring. That was a stroke of genius. I thought I'd have to flee through the back alleys like last time. When he came in, I was sure I was about to die. It was so exhilarating. Oh, Zerix. Yeah, honey tongue, I noticed you were especially fast tonight. We had an interesting assassin this time, eh? And here he comes. Come here, sweetheart, we'll give you a generous reward. Come on, don't be shy, we're not going to hurt you. We're pleased with you, you played the game well. What happened? Why is more of it still alive? There's nothing sweeter than playing games of life and death. When I think of Zerix tearing apart yet another greedy idiot I've sent his way, just imagining it sends flames licking through my body. If only you knew how difficult it is to find a good partner. Everyone is so worried about their miserable lives. No one really understands how sweet it is to look death in the eye and know you still live. We succubi are always ready to please, but the desire that flares when a cold blade touches your throat, only Zerix understands what I'm talking about. Oh, I understand. We Viveki are powerful demons. Few dare attack us openly. What kind of life is that for a warrior? And more of it could fool a paladin. She knows I love to flex my muscles and sharpen my teeth on the armor of strong but gullible fools. You two really know how to have a good time. But life is boring without entertainment, even for demons. One day, one of us will lose this game, but that day will not soon come. I knew you would understand. Besides, the prizes in this game are good. You get a reward no matter the outcome, and we get to enjoy one another. And if Zerix falls, I'll be the one who defeated a powerful demon without lifting a finger. Dream on. If I fall, it won't go well for you either. I promise you that. Now, Zerix, you're kindling that fire in me again. I did everything you asked. Which one of you is going to pay me? Tonight I'm paying for the both of us. You've managed to entertain me as well as my Moravith. Why should I pay you? We agreed you'd kill Zerix, but he's alive, as you can see. By the way, if you talk to the madame, we can meet again. I'll charge you half the usual price. Demons.
I'll get her this time.
First time here? Are you sure you're welcome here? This is the harem of ardent dreams, the palace of Chimera, chief demoness of this city. After Nocticula, of course. But when did Nocticula ever care about our petty concerns? Bottom line, this palace belongs to the person who really runs everything around here. Got it? I wish to enter. You are known in the city. I don't think Chimera would deny you an audience. Come in. A red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines on Galarian. This light blinds, withers, makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. And who do we have here? The latest wanderer from another world coming to seek my patronage? So the rumors were true. Arueshelae, you really are making friends with mortals now. I must admit I found it hard to believe such a worthy daughter of the Abyss had fallen so low. Well, not that I really care. I came here seeking your patronage. So what use can you be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can your pitiful self offer me that they can't? In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, Galarian, but the others mustn't know about it. Work for me and I'll grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you have already heard of Nahyndrian crystals, objects of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible abilities. Everyone in Arueshelae knows they exist, but no one knows what they are or where to get them. No one except that smug cow Hepsamira. I want you to find out what they are. My advice is to start searching in that pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for Zephorian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he may know something. Now go, and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Here, take my mark, so the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want to waste my time waiting while you wind your way back through the streets of my city with valuable information.
I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal, and I sense that more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know Nahyndrian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hepsamira to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet, if you reveal the secret of the crystals to Shamira, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make concessions, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon's request. Weigh each of Shamira's words, remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armor your heart and do only what you must, not what she, with all her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do. And be prepared to find a knife in your back at any moment.
So you and Hepsamira aren't friends, I take it? Be friends with that miserable cow? Of course not. I'm courting her to learn her secrets, but it's a constant struggle not to put her in her place. Baphomet's minions are far too bold here in Arueshelae. Tell me about these crystals you're so interested in. You haven't heard of Nahyndrian crystals. Are all Galarians so stupid and unobservant? They are purple crystals. Possessing them grants immense power. Unfortunately, only high-ranking servants of Baphomet know where to find them or how to use them. They used the crystals to gain tremendous power, and now they strut around Arueshelae like they own the place. Where should I look for Zephorian? In the depths. If he is still alive, the gravity of Nocticulus' punishment would have dragged him to the very bottom of Arueshelae. Dig through the garbage, talk to the vagrants and beggars. You surely don't expect me to do it, do you? Why choose me for this mission? Because you are neither a demon nor a resident of Arueshelae. You are a wild card, an insignificant Galarian. No one is interested in your exploits, and you will not draw any unnecessary attention. You are not bound in service to any demon, and therefore, if you dig up any information, you will bring it to the one who will pay you the most for it. That is to say, me. You won't run to your master because you don't have one. At least not here in the Abyss. If I gave this task to one of my servants, I could be sure of only one thing. That they would sell the information about my interest to my enemies. And then, if they learned anything about the crystals, they would use this information to benefit themselves instead of bringing it to me. I have to go. Go now, and come back when you have something useful. My time is precious, and I can't waste it on every mortal who fancies a chat. Yeah. If anybody knows where he is, the bartender probably knows. And I've probably got a bunch of junk I can sell to him while I'm here. I'm looking for Zephorian. Do you know where he is? Maybe I do and maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I'm an innkeeper, not a spy, so buy yourself something to drink and stop wasting my time. I've got a special liquor you should try, a true rarity. 100,000 gold. Wine. Zephorian, eh? Hardly anyone remembers that name. He was an ambitious son of a bitch, sharp and tenacious, but he was hasty in his attempts to overthrow Nocticula, and Our Lady in Shadow remembers all too well how she was underestimated by the demon Lord Verivaxus, so she dealt with Zephorian before he could stab her in the back. She ruined him completely. Well, when that lump of bleeding flesh opened its eyes and moaned, we were shocked it still lived and breathed. On that day, Zephorian's name was relegated to Arueshelae's past and forgotten. But I've seen him once or twice among the beggars. He sits at the threshold of the Battle Bliss Arena, begging for gold, and no one recognizes him. Nocticula didn't just break his body, but his spirit. So far as I know, he's never tried to take his vengeance on her, and he has plenty of reasons to want revenge, oh yes. Might be faster to just go this way. The vagrant is repulsive even by the standards of the Abyss. His lumpy, scarred face makes you think he was put through a meat grinder, then shaped back into a semblance of his former body and left to live out his life. His tall and once impressive figure has been shattered. His arms are covered in the protruding lumps of unset bones that were left to heal improperly. The beggar is clad in many layers of dirty, smelly rags onto which hundreds of keys are sewn, from tiny toy box keys to a giant cast iron key that bows the demon's back almost to the ground. So you're looking for Zephorian. He's long dead, but that doesn't seem to be stopping you. Well, so what do you want with a dead man? Zephorian, the master of lies and trickery. I remember fighting him. What do you know about Nahyndrian crystals? There's a tale told in Arueshelae, a tale about crystals that grant immense power. But what exactly are they, and from where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before. Found the first crystal on the Isle of Vazglar, and it seemed useless to me. It contained a great deal of power, but it was of no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never had the chance. Some feeble mortal mage managed to steal the crystal from me, locked himself in a tower, examined the crystal, studied it, and managed to find some use for it. But he was under Nocticula's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down. I bet you're thinking I'm just going to tell you the name you seek and then you can rush off to have a chat with that mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon. He was a mortal who served Nocticula's arcane needs back in the day. Kicked the bucket long ago. All that's left of him is the tower in the upper city, locked and protected by magic. Many have tried to get inside in the hopes of stealing something of value, but their remains rotted long ago. No use talking about them now. But you're curious now. You'd like to have a poke around in that tower, wouldn't you? So you could find something of use in there, yes? Take it while I'm still feeling generous. This will open the way into the tower. When I ruled Arueshelae, I made sure I had a key for every hideout and tucked away nook in the city. You never know when they might come in handy. Here, take this and get lost. No one will throw me a coin with you hanging about. Nah. That's so close. I remember. I've heard of this place. It's a tower supposedly filled with treasures left there after the death of an ancient mage. But no one could prove there was any truth to these rumors, because not one of the daring adventurers who managed to get in ever returned. The place is a death trap. Zephorian is probably just toying with us. He's pretending to be helpful only to send us to certain death. You're lying to me. You're trying to lure me into a trap. You'll probably die there. Or maybe you won't, and you'll find out what Shamira wants. It was Shamira who sent you, right? She was the one who turned me into Nocticula back in the day, and now she wants to topple her mistress and take her place, just as I once tried to. That's why she wants those crappy crystals so much. So be it, I say. Whoever loses this fight, I'll be the winner, and I'll savor the outcome. You, Shamira, Nocticula, may you all drop dead, tear out each other's throats, and strangle each other with your own intestines. You're all scum, and I'll piss on your corpses as they float by on an ocean of your blood. I'm leaving. Enjoy your walk around Arueshelae. Yeah, there was that one keyhole in the upper city. That must be where the tower is.
Okay, I'm back. I had to go deal with
It went
something.
splendidly.
Yeah, this is definitely the storyteller's tower. Huh, he does have a higher trickery score than her. When did that happen? Oh, when he put on that shirt, I see.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Is that a trap? Guess I'm done with spells for tonight.
This is my kind of work.
The light, take you!
I got this. Let's see what we can
I
do.
sense something.
Hey, we leveled up. Max level duelist. When you confirm a critical hit using a light or one-handed piercing weapon, you can apply one of the following penalties in addition to the damage dealt. Reduce the target's movement speed by half, 1d4 points of strength or dexterity damage, -4 penalty on all saving throws, -4 penalty to armor class, or 2d6 points of bleed damage. These penalties last for 1 minute except for ability damage, which must be healed normally, and bleed damage, which continues until the target receives healing or leaves combat. Upper dexterity. Another use of Smite Evil. More Charisma. Not a very exciting level. Ember gets Agony, with a quick incantation a witch can place this hex on one creature within 60 feet, causing them to suffer intense pain. The target is nauseated for a number of rounds equal to the witch's level. A fortitude save negates this effect. If the saving throw is failed, the target can attempt a new save each round to end the effect. Whether or not the save is successful, a creature cannot be the target of this hex again for 1 day. Cure serious wounds, mass. Nania gets Sunburst and Greater Shadow Evocation. Arueshelae gets Improved Evasion. And Voljif gets Uncanny Dodge. Character can react to danger before her senses would normally allow her to do so. She cannot be caught flat-footed, nor does she lose her dexterity bonus to AC if the attacker is invisible. She still loses her dexterity bonus to AC if immobilized. A character with this ability can still lose her dexterity bonus to AC if an opponent successfully uses the feint action against her. If a character already has Uncanny Dodge from a different class, she automatically gains Improved Uncanny Dodge instead. Elemental Assessor and Greater Heroism.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Yeah, they have the same perception.
Pretty good, aren't I? This is my kind of work.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Magritio, Turinos.
next level.
I can handle it.
Maybe I'll explore the rest of the tower before I try to do that. More elven notes.
This is my kind of work. Lethal Conductor. This +5 shock dagger grants its wielder a +5 competence bonus on use magic device skill checks and a +4 competence bonus on touch attack rolls.
Can't make the demons wait.
A success worthy of praise.
Wait a minute, I think I know. Alright, now what's this door? You see a sturdy door set in a stone arch in the middle of the room. The location seems rather odd, to put it mildly. Attached to the door is a tidy little metal bell with a braided pull. Examine the door to determine if any spells have been cast on it. You see spells enshrouding both the door and bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the conjuration school. Ring the bell. Now let's examine the door more closely first.
This is an ordinary door. Judging by the intricate carvings on the door, it is of elvish make. The bell also appears quite unremarkable, though the bell pull is covered in an ornate pattern. There is nothing unusual about this door other than its location. Make your choice, adventurous stranger. Strike the bell and bide the danger, or wonder till it drives you mad what would have followed if you had. The door swings open and an ephemeral form appears in the opening. It looks like a soap bubble. On the other side of the door, you can just make out the hazy interior of a small, trinket-filled room, the typical ambience of a Galarian inn. Storyteller. Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts, then pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut. Cautiously touching the stone floor, the unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems that the storyteller, for it is undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Reynard, is that you? Thank the gods it is you. Where are we? And if you don't mind my asking, what brought you here? How did you get here? A good question. Judging by the demon speech I hear, we are in the abyss, correct? And I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I may have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. You are unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, you wouldn't be so surprised by my appearance. This means the spell was cast in the past. In my past, the one I'm looking for. I have to admit this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing. But this place where we are, it's a tower, isn't it? Yes, I'm right, a tower. Why did you need this portal? Thanks to you, I now remember that in the past I was the court mage of the Lady in Shadow. It was probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from the Abyss to Galarian. I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. You were looking for the heart of the tower. Yes, I studied its capabilities here in Arueshelae. You must have seen the socket it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of oblivion. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from mines, or maybe from the bottom of the sea? I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set this little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you're near the crystal, the compass will let you know. What do you think of Galfrey ordering me to go to the Abyss? I am not a politician or a military leader, but I've seen all sorts in my life. That's why I have some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now, it did not strike a chord with everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure for the Abyss. There are even some among them who say, though in a whisper, that Galfrey was envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of him. But most do not think this. The majority praises the Queen and expects her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It's quite possible that she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Galfrey is actively preparing for an advance to the west, into the heart of the World Wound. I see. The sense of recognition is truly astounding. I definitely used to live here. And if there are no other claimants, I am ready to become the owner of this tower again. Be my guest any time. Can he repair items? Restore this relic for me. This relic is truly legendary. It has absorbed power that is too heavy for this world.
but I have a feeling that this cloak will suit you well. Hey, and he can restore the gauntlets too. This relic is called the Stern Hand. That was the name given to it by its owner, a Sarkorian witch hunter. The two gloves represent the bond between two beings. People who wear such relics do not live for themselves, but die for others. I found a page that might interest you. Oh, story time again. I'm sitting at the top of my tower. In my right hand is a goblet of warmed wine. In my left, a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves the bitter taste of soot on my lips. It's been about 100 years since I returned to Golarion from the Abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turn the page of the notebook. The wisdom of elves and the cunning of Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There is the description of how the purple crystal from Arueshelae works and my own observations about Riftcarver, Demon Lord Descari's scythe. I know everything written in it by heart, but I keep paging through it all the same. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I have gathered everything I need to connect Golarion with another plane. I am close to saving the smoldering embers of Golarion, hiding them from Earthfall. Just a little bit more. A decade or 100 years, and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine, and I smile. Keeney is trying to get into my tower again. A world of ruins presents many opportunities for a thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects are not so precious nowadays, but they can fetch a good price on other planes. However, my friend stubbornly continues to try and evade the protective traps of my tower. He got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Keeney in their branches. You got to the 3rd floor of the tower today. Nice try. I smile, sip my wine, and turn the page of the notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before he's released. I'll finish my wine first. Tell me about Golarion after Earthfall. It's frightening here. Many people have perished. Cities have turned to ruin. The few who are still holding on fall deeper into degradation with each passing day, turning into barbarians or bandits. Not a week goes by without someone trying to attack my tower and rob me. My spells are strong and my guards are impeccable. Hungry and crippled, the riffraff leave my tower in search of easier pickings. I watch them go and feel no mercy. They deserve their fate. They should have fought like me, but they chose the easy path of plunder. Why does Keeney try to get into your tower? All this started with an innocent joke when I boasted to him that my tower was now the safest place on Golarion, and he decided to prove me wrong. It's been 20 years since then, and it's become a very long-running joke. Once every few years, Keeney tries to get into my tower secretly and steal something from me. My precious book of research notes, or the heart of the tower, the purple crystal we got in Arueshelae. I play along, truly happy every time my friend comes to visit. But deep down, I start to worry. Please continue. Keeney takes the goblet from my hands, but is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. I smile. Not every secret must belong to the world, my friend. Precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. In the same way, knowledge is distorted, and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower guarding what I have created and what I have obtained from others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking, dissatisfied with my answer. I start to think,
When did Keeney and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened a rift to the other planes as soon as I returned to Galarian, and now it's too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished, and soon the rest will too. He thinks we've lost, and now my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, for they are somewhat fair. I could have tried to save Galarian 100 years ago, when Nocticula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part of the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes. But instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on research and preparation. It will take a year, I told Keeney back then, but after a year I needed 2 more, and then 10 more years. The world was falling apart around me, and I still lingered. Still, why are you taking so long to connect the planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned out. I look at people surviving on Galarian and I realize I don't want to save them anymore. Who needs a handful of rabble who have already forgotten how to write, who get by with a vocabulary of 30 words? I haven't abandoned my idea. Oh no, I will see it through. Sooner or later. It is my life's work, I can't just abandon it. But not now. Why is Keeney against opening the portal now? My friend thinks that it's too late, and my experiment in merging the planes will be dangerous for the entire universe. Who knows what consequences the merging will have on the plane I choose? What will happen if I merge Galarian with Heaven and Earthfall happens to it too? Before, when Galarian civilizations were still fighting, together we could have overcome, surmounted Earthfall's consequences, but now there is no doubt that only war and death await us after we merge planes. Keeney always supported you before. What changed? I have thought about it many times. Over the years he spent in Galarian, my friend gradually lost the fire in his eyes. His opinions became more and more careful. He stopped rushing into any adventure life offered him. He got old. We both understand that his life as a half-elf is almost over, and I still have several hundred more years to live. We realize that soon we must part forever. This thought keeps us from talking like we used to, and making plans for the future. Keeney seemed distant. The terrible thing is I don't feel sad. I accept our parting as a given. I condemn myself for this, but can do nothing about it. Keeney will leave me, and I will drink a goblet of warmed wine to remember him. And then I will return to the laboratory to continue my research. My friend has become a stranger to me. Please continue. It happened. What I had been expecting for the last 10 years. What I was ready for. Keeney, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain knowledge I gathered over the years from the most dangerous sources, and I have only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will now be lost forever. He didn't even leave a goodbye note. He just left, never to return. I'm standing at the top of the tower with a goblet in my hand. There is no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine, but taste nothing. We go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes, but now it has become a burden. It dried out like a shriveled orange peel. I inhale deeply, filling my lungs, and toss the wine from the goblet. Entering the laboratory, I open a secret door and take out the real notes, not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Keeney. I will finish my life's work and merge the planes, even if there is no longer any point. I can't do otherwise. I feel exhausted suddenly, like I'm feeling the entire weight of all the years I've lived. But this is not the end of my story. I know there are secrets in my past that we are yet to uncover.
Another page. That's it.
I suspect it's difficult for you to carry out your mission surrounded by enemies. I would like to help. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements through this portal. Supplies, however. When I return to Galarian, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring this bell and I will deliver them to you. See what he has. This +4 scale mail grants its wielder +4 insight bonus to AC against dragons, and also a +2 insight bonus on attack, damage rolls, and saving throws against dragons. How often are we gonna encounter dragons? This +5 chainmail grants its wearer a +5 competence bonus on persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. Whenever the wearer suffers 10 or more HP damage from a single ranged attack, they gain a +1 morale bonus to AC for 1 round, and their next melee attack deals additional 2d6 piercing damage on a successful hit.
Nah. Right, I have to find a mine. I think the only mine I can access right now is the Nexus. I'll do that when I get back.
We will win this war.
Beautiful.
I will resist!
No glory without risk!
Yeah, I forgot about the items that I just got. The Bound of Possibility. Azada shares a bond with her dragon. 50% damage is redirected to Aivu. In addition, Aivu gets additional DRN, where N is equal to Azada's mythic rank. Damn it, why'd they have to give me a cloak specifically for an Azada and also a cloak specifically for a duelist? Well, we'll see how that works. These spiked gauntlets grant the wearer's animal companion, as well as Azada's dragon or lich's skeletal champion, a +6 bonus to strength ability score. At the beginning of the battle, the creature must pass a will saving throw or start attacking party members. If the initial saving throw is failed, the creature can make a new saving throws each round to stop the effect. DC 17 will. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't imagine that would happen very often then. Oh, these are gloves.
We'll make things right.
Into the fray!
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Damn you!
Alright, let's get out of here. I should probably rest after that. Their Slayer talent, Blinding Strike. Whenever you score a critical hit, your opponent is permanently blinded. This potent death spell deals 1d6 points of damage per caster level, maximum 20d6 to living creatures in the area of effect. The monk gains spell resistance equal to his current monk level plus 10. In order to affect the monk with a spellcaster must get a result on a caster level check that equals or exceeds the monk's spell resistance.
Let's see what we can do.
my microphone went out for a moment. How will your fight end?
She will win, overpower me, weaken my spirit, and my body will drop into the waters of Ishiar. From now on I am blood. I set and thicken, I grow firmer, stronger, I crystallize, I gain edges. Power lies dormant in me, and I lie dormant in the dark. Where are you? I'm lying in the ground, in the depths my paths are laid. I am asleep, waiting for greedy hands to touch me, gather me up, take my power for their own. Are you the island of Alanithia, the one Arueshelae is built on? Yes, my body became stone, my flesh turned to firmament, and the power hidden in it made it expand and swell. I am the island and everything hidden within it. What will happen to you next? You will take me out. Your hands will take me out of the cavern. This is where the road to the past, the one open to me, ends. It leads to this very moment. But I see something else, the future, a possible future. Ah, it hurts. The crystal is so huge. She is implanting it, sewing it into living flesh, my flesh, and it oozes power, soaking my flesh and blood, flowing in my veins. I am rage, I am agony, I am violence made flesh. Damn it, I rolled a 1 again! Who are you and whom do you serve? I am a humble demon whose old name doesn't matter. From now on everyone will call me the Horned Horror. Lady Hepzibah will lead me into battle where I will crush her enemies. No, I will destroy them with my horrifying grunting that will rip their pathetic flesh from their meager carcasses. Who is implanting the crystal into you? Mutasafin, the cunning one with snake eyes, one of the fosterlings of the upstart Arueshelae. My mistress Hepzibah ordered him to do it. She has many such crystals. I am not the first or last to have had this done to them. Mutasafin is a weak and mortal spawn, but even he improves with practice. You see, I am alive, unlike the pathetic unfortunates who went first. You feel the thirst for blood, the heat that pulses through a warrior before an imminent fight, the pride swelling within the demon that is speaking through the storyteller. That power that he yearns to feel as soon as possible, the duty that he intends to embrace with honor. What fight awaits you? We are going to fight Nocticula. That winged upstart has been troubling our Lord Baphomet for too long. Time to remove her from the board. How do you expect to defeat Nocticula and her dominion? We have followers in Arueshelae. They will strike from the inside, cripple her, drain her blood, and then our army will bring down all its might given to us by the miraculous crystals, and Nocticula and her pathetic servants will fall. Enough, storyteller. What a horrible vision. I am completely exhausted. I never expected to touch the memories of a fallen demon lord who had never found peace in the Rift of Repose. I shared a vision with you again. Like when you brought me the stone chisel in Canabras. Strange. Could it be that those two objects are connected? To each other, or to you? So the crystals are demon blood. Yes, hardened blood in which the spiritual power of the perished demon lord is sealed. In this case, the power of Alanithia, who was killed in battle and locked in her own remains in this unusual way. So this city is built on Alanithia's corpse? In a manner of speaking, yes. After the spiritual power of Alanithia did not go to the Rift of Repose, Nocticula began to transform her dead body, forcing it to expand and assume a more solid, static form. I can only guess what a nightmare this imprisonment was for Alanithia's spiritual essence. How can this stone grant powers?
I suppose that it happens as a result of some merging process, after which the unspent power of a demon lord will literally flow into the body of the one who uses the stone. What is the Rift of Repose? That is where the souls of fallen demon lords go. After death, they usually return to their own abyssal realms, but if death finds them again before a year passes, the abyss dumps them in its cemetery. In this stone rift full of fog, the souls of the grand demonic dead turn to stone statues and stand for an eternity, slowly becoming threaded with cracks and gradually falling into ruin. It is a kingdom of decline and decay, and a visit there might serve as a good lesson to those who believe in their own might and deem themselves invincible. Everything is clear to me now. I've had a brilliant idea. The stone knife you showed me in Canabras, do you still have it? Can I examine it again? I don't have it. Well, alas. Guess I gotta report to, what's her name?
Here we go. I can handle it.
I've completed your task. So speak if you have, but use your mind instead of your flapping lips, your mind. I know that you have done much to win Shamira's favor, but my heart tells me that helping her would lead to evil. Forget everything I've told you, we'll find another way to complete our mission. It is wrong to fight evil by increasing the power of another evil. Reject the promises of the ardent dream and we'll leave this place before we betray ourselves and our ideals. Shout so everyone can hear. Screw you, you can stew in your ignorance. That's 27. Oh, so that would just be impossible anyways. Is there any way I can boost my will save?
Beautiful.
Let's see. Your wisdom modifier is added to your will saving throws. So +6. +9. +14. Delay poison. Spell imbues a single creature with great bravery and morale in battle. Target gains a +2 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. Does anyone
Together
already
we
have the
stand.
heroism spell?
We'll make things right.
Or she has greater heroism. That lasts 15 minutes. +18. +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saves. Oh, no. I already have a resistance bonus to that. +4 enhancement bonus to wisdom. No, I already have an enhancement bonus. You open the link between your mind and the subject's mind, giving advice and encouragement for as long as the spell is effect. Each time the subject of the spell makes an attack roll, ability check, or skill check. Nah. Calling upon the divine power of your patron, you imbue yourself with strength and skill in combat. You gain +1 luck bonus on attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, strength checks, and strength-based skill checks. +4 resistance bonus on saves. No, I already have a resistance bonus. Sacred bonus. But I can't use that. Yeah, both those are personal spells. Scroll of Blessing of Courage and Life. With this prayer, you provide long-lasting succor to a wounded creature. For as long as the effect lasts, the target receives a +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear and death effects. Scroll of Prayer. You and each of your allies gain a +1 luck bonus on attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saves, and skill checks. Yeah, I already have a luck bonus. Let's see. +1 morale bonus against fear effects. Grants all allies within 50 feet a luck bonus on all saving throws equal to half her mythic rank. Nah, looks like 18 is the highest I can get. Let's hope it's enough. Well, I might be able to squeeze a bit more, but let's see if this works first. Succeeded? Ooh, barely made that one.
Damn it. I rolled a 1? Did I lose anything for that first one? Let's see. Maybe next time I won't roll a fucking 1 again. I wonder, are there any other...
Together, we stand.
for resistance bonus? Okay, so I already have luck, morale, and resistance bonuses.
I'm prepared. Damn it. So I need to roll a 13 or higher. Really? Oh, come on! Damn it. Gonna get it one of these times. Really? Ugh. God damn it. Motherfucker. Is there anything else I can do to increase my will save? No. Really?
Finally! Fuck you!
What, really? There's a third?
So I didn't have time to deal with that shit, so I just did it off camera.
You are
Not
most
sure.
curious, mortal.
Not sure it changed anything, but whatever.
You are rather intriguing yourself.
There's a reason they call me Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. My words and thoughts are shrouded in darkness.
I take it I finally have your attention.
Yes, your arrival in Arueshelae was quite impressive. Rumors have reached me even here, behind my locked gates and my wall of valiant guards. Rumors of a remarkable Galarian taking my Arueshelae by storm.
I am asking for an audience.
You have my permission to enter the palace. Go there and wait. I will arrive when the time is right. Until then, you will be taken care of by one of my servants.
Yeah, well, going to the palace definitely sounds like the end of the chapter. And I guess Arueshelae still needs time to think. The hell? What? Did I run out of save slots? No, it's just a UI bug or something. Fine.
There we go.
I've been thinking, and, well, you see, what I'm trying to say is, it's alright, don't be afraid. Whatever you want to say to me, I won't be mad at you. I know that. Thanks. I need to go back to my dream, and come with me, please.
You finally figured out what to do with the table? No, it remains a mystery to me, but I had another idea. Something I can't do alone. I thought, this is going to sound odd, and I doubt dreams even work like this, but what if I try to fall asleep inside my dream, to dive deeper into the dream world? What could I find there? What if that's where the answers to my questions are hidden? What if it's Desna herself, or even me, the real me? The problem is, that's where the nightmares are. Someone will have to guard my sleep. Someone who won't get scared of what is to be seen there. Someone who knows what kind of monster I used to be, and still accepts me. Someone... You need someone you can trust. Yes. Will you help me? Right now, or else I won't ever work up the courage again. Of course I'll help. Let's go. Arueshelae's dream is still empty. The faint smoky smell of burnt dreams still lingers in the air. Arueshelae throws a cautious glance into the darkness where her nightmares lurk, but there's nothing to see right now. They're there. I know it. Oh, come. I know it. Don't let them get me. Please. What should I expect? I don't know. I'm too afraid to imagine. This is the world of dreams, the world of my nightmares. Expect anything and everything, just don't be afraid. Go to sleep, I'll guard you. Thank you. She closes her eyes and falls asleep instantly. It's the first time you've ever seen her sleeping. Her face is unmarked by sadness, worry, or embarrassment. Sleeping within her dream, Arueshelae seems at peace and completely innocent. She's so beautiful, isn't she? You can barely make out the features of the shadow standing before you. A sturdy man in his 40s in a rusty mail shirt. His eyes are two gaping holes oozing with pus. More than anything in the world, I loved watching her. She knew that, and that's why she took my eyes. Do you believe me? Are you hoping I'll go away if you just ignore me? More and more shadows emerge from the darkness, their bodies deformed, mutilated. We don't care about you. We are dead. We're not even here. Oh, I tell a lie. We are not part of reality anymore, but now we're right here, with you. And this is the place we'll never disappear from. She will not forget me. She won't forget any of us. She won't ever forgive herself for what she did. The head of this monster is a haunted house, and if you think you're going to be with her, you'll have to share this burden. Guilt, regret, memories. Think hard. Do you really want her and all this baggage? Are you all of her victims? What did she do to you? She broke my legs and left me to die of thirst. Made me watch her kill my friends, desecrated the temple of my deity with my intestines, mutilated, tortured, burned, violated, drove to madness, murdered, 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 murdered. With me she'll make new memories, ones of good deeds and happy days. She will, but we'll spoil those too. A shadow emerges from the crowd. It looks somehow different from the others. It is a young woman in a loose robe with the sacred symbol of a butterfly on her chest. She looks dark, not like the darkness of despair, but like the night sky. You think back to when Arueshelae told you her story. You are both standing next to a grave. This must be the priestess whose death prompted Arueshelae's redemption. After our encounter, after Arueshelae killed me and then realized how much evil she had wrought throughout her life, she fled to a desolated place. She hoped that being far from humans would help her avoid temptation. But all isolation can do is help her unlearn her evil ways. Who, if not humans, can help her learn kindness and love?
So, this is you whom she chose to be her guide in the world of mortals. I hope she made the right choice. Are you the priestess who Arueshelae buried near Green Gates? At least it is her image that I wear. I am just her memory. Bitter, painful, but still bright. I am regret, but I am also hope. On the path that Arueshelae has taken, I am her sorrowful guiding star. Your eyes shine like stars. Tell me, are you really just a servant of the Great Dreamer? Or maybe you're... How can I help her find redemption? We are her sorrow, her conscience, her cruel companions who tormented her in exile. But you can become her happiness. We chase her away from her old crimes, but you should show her what she has never known, neither in the abyss nor in the wastelands. You've done so much for her already. You've shown her friendship, camaraderie, taught her to do great things, but now you have made her dream of something more, something that is both beautiful and deadly. Can you become the one who will show her how to love? If you are not sure you're willing to follow this path all the way through, you had better step back now, before you break her heart. I love her and I want to be with her. You love me? Arueshelae looks up at you, her ruby eyes wide open, her thin lips part, and she moves closer to your face, but forces herself to freeze. Her hot breath burns your cheek. The shadows step aside and vanish into the darkness. The dream dissipates. The last thing you hear is the priestess's voice saying, "Take care of her." The dream has faded away and you are in the real world again. Arueshelae looks at you, embarrassed, trying to find the right words. Thank you. Thank you for being with me in there. What I said back there in the dream, it's true. I believe you. And I want you to know that I also... You're so... What did you see in your dream? Nothing. I expected to go to another, deeper part of the dream world, but I just slept. No dreams at all. I didn't see or hear anything at all. Only at the very end did I hear your voice. But it was the most important thing I've ever heard. Are you going to go back to the dream world? Perhaps. I don't know yet. There's nothing in there after all. I guess I'll go back when I have a good reason to. Until then, let's just live in the real world. Welcome back to reality. Thank you. I think I know now why mortals compare the happiest moments of their lives to dreams. Okay, well, now I'm ready to go to Nocticula's palace. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. Oh, now it works. Alright, so thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you all again some other time.